Hello everybody, welcome back. As we sit here and ponder if the new bull market is about to begin, down to the fact that Bitcoin's put in a double bottom and blah 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 blah. It's only the Ethereum merge that is really concerning me at the moment, and I'd like to give the market a little bit more time just to prove that there is a bottom forming. But if we don't make plans, and I've been saying this for months now, if we don't make plans when a bull market does begin, then you're just going to be stuck. You're going to be flapping around like a headless chicken, not really understanding what it is that you're going to do and why you're going to do it and where you're going to do it. So I'm making this video simply about exchange tokens and why I'm going to put to you the case as to why there's something that you should buy in the event of a bull market beginning, and where you should buy them, why you should buy them, and how long you should hold them. Which I'll just, spoiler alert, hold them for the duration of the whole bull market, basically, as simple as that. So I'm going to use Binance Coin as a good example of why this is the case. This is Binance Coin with its Bitcoin pair. We'll put it on a log scale so we can just see. Alright, so Binance Coin came into existence around here, July 2017, fair enough, had a nice little pump. This was your bubble pop for the entire market, fair play, everything popped. This is Bitcoin at 20,000. This is Ethereum at 1400, and then a bit of a pullback, but look, we just continue to outperform Bitcoin all the way into 2019. So this is where the capitulation dump happened for the entire market. This was huge, dramatic crash, fair play. And then the bull market continued on, and we started a new bull market where we peaked actually around here. This is where we peaked. But until then, this is when Bitcoin was about 4,000, and then shortly after this, Bitcoin went from 4,000 to 14,000. Bitcoin leading the bull market, which is something that's probably going to happen again this time round, especially with the dominance chart being so low. I would expect that to happen. We already saw a little taster of that happening recently. So Bitcoin might end up just launching and having a Bitcoin season, and that's fine. That's what you'd generally expect at the beginning of a new bull market. It's what happened last time, and it will probably happen again, and backed up with this dominance chart being so low. But back to the old exchange token scenario. Whether that is an important thing on the small scale is different. This is like more of a trader's perspective. This is why I use the dominance chart, so we can rotate out of Bitcoin into altcoins and vice versa, wherever. But what we see here, it makes the whole thing feel kind of irrelevant. Whether you're in a bull market or a bear market doesn't really particularly matter, because this chart has shown that actually whether you buy Binance Coin or you buy Bitcoin, is that Binance Coin has continued consistently, whether in a bull market or a bear market, to outperform Bitcoin. So Binance Coin wins. There's many reasons for this, and these are the reasons that exchange tokens are good. So not all exchange tokens have the ability and capacity and benefits of BNB. BNB, first of all, they've got the biggest exchange, the biggest liquidity. They've got a really successful Binance chain, the BNB chain. They've got a variety of different ways to earn yield from BNB. As well as perks for holding it within the exchange, because you get 20 or 25% reduction in your trading fees if you just use BNB. And as you're using BNB as that exchange fee mechanism, it burns, disappears. And then on top of that, BNB burn their own tokens all the time anyway. So it's designed to go up. Like, the fundamentals of it are designed to go up. There's perks for holding it. There's high yield for staking it. The BNB chain is powered through BNB, and the burns, everything. So there you go. BNB wins, and the tokenomics and the benefits of holding it and everything I've just explained are present on this chart, right? This is just a Bitcoin paired chart, but if you're going to hold anything, it was like I say, this is one of the only coins that's gone on to make a new all-time high throughout the bear market, similar to how it performed in the last bear market. So it's pretty interesting. Anyway, so that's BNB. So we apply the same logic onto these other coins, right? What's the purpose of holding it? What's the benefit of holding it? What do you get for holding it? And so I suppose in no particular order, we'll do SwissBorg, because obviously I love them now. They're my partner. I love SwissBorg. I'm still relatively new to SwissBorg, but when it comes to an exchange token, this seems to have all the hallmarks of one. Now, we don't have access to a full chart on this one because another good reason, I suppose, whether you choose to believe it's a good reason, is they're not available on many exchanges to trade. We've got Bitfinex; they've only had it for for about a year in this bear market. But the reality is that this is still 200% up from its lows, so it's still held up pretty well. This chart doesn't do it justice. Let's not look at that; it makes me feel sick. But let's have a think about the earning of SwissBorg. So similar to the incentives that you'll find on most exchange tokens. You buy SwissBorg, you hold SwissBorg, you upgrade your account by doing it. You get high yield on it, even just on the basic level. Basic tiers 4%. On the high tier, it's 6% to start with, and then this is how they do it, just to prevent whales from dominating the scene. There's caps on which part is the highest yield, and then the more you hold, the less you get, and so on and so on and so on. So it's kind of like whale protection to an extent, but very, very decent high returns on the buying and staking. They also every quarter their net profit, they put 20% of their net profit back into buying the CHSB, and then they burn it. So similar to the way that BNB is, similar to the way that BNB works. There's incentive for holding it. You upgrade your account, lower fees, higher yield. They also burn depending on how much they've earned as a net profit. So it's designed to go up, basically, over time. It's designed to go up. So buying and holding it and allowing it to continue throughout an entire bull market sounds like a no-brainer. So it's similar to the way that BNB has a successful model. You get lower exchange fees and you get a higher yield and stuff like that just for holding it. So again, built into the system. There's more stuff that's going to happen with SwissBorg as well. They've got an ETF coming out. They also are going to release cards like Crypto.com, which is a nice little segue onto Crypto.com. So, by the way, there's loads of exchanges out there. The reason I'm not talking about Probit and, Shitbit or whatever these smaller exchanges are concerned is because, as far as I'm concerned, there's an uncertainty about them. One of the main things that makes an exchange token vulnerable is is that exchange trustworthy? Not just to hold your crypto and stake your crypto within it, but have they towed the line with regulation? Are they? Is there a chance that the SEC is going to turn around and slap them in the face and go, "What are you doing? You can't do this." So I'm only really listing ones with that have towed the line with regulation, and ones which I suppose within the world of crypto, the word reputable, I suppose, has to be slightly changed on Wikipedia, but yeah, reputable in the crypto industry, I'd say. And so Crypto.com comes up as one of those. I don't know if you watch Bloomberg or any of these traditional market shows or whatever, you'll notice that Crypto.com is forced down your neck 24/7 throughout the entire bear market. So they're willing to put into their advertising campaign. They're trying to scoop up retailers, not retailers on Twitter, not retailers on YouTube and stuff like that. Like the people who say, "Oh, subscribe to this platform and get 1,000,000% yield," and you wake up one day and it's been a rug pull. So these are all like relatively trustworthy as best as you can get crypto exchanges. So you can buy Crow and stake it at 6%. If you wanted to go the next stage, which is what I've done, you can get the card, and I earn only 2% cashback now. It used to be more, so they have reduced the amount of cashback you earn on the card, but it's still 2% better than nothing. But the staking rewards for it is 6% flat. That's decent. You have to lock it up though, so it's not like SwissBorg. It doesn't have to be locked. You have to lock it up for 3 months and you get that amount back. A decent amount of staking rewards. Also, think about the incentive. So what's the incentive? Alright, so if you wanted to take it to the next level, buying and staking and we'll get you a card, a debit card, a Visa debit card. You can top it up with money, or you can sell your crypto and spend it there. That works out quite well, and like I say, you get Netflix, you get Spotify on the one that I get for free. Well, it's not free. You pay for it, then they reimburse you in full in the form of Crow, which is fine, consider as long as you believe what I believe, which is that that Crow will go up over time. So let's have a look at the chart of Crow and see what that looks like over a long period of time. This is where Matt Damon stepped in and said, "Buy Crow. Get the Crow card." We're on a log scale here, but we can see that it has these big moves up, big moves down, big moves up, big moves down. This is the nature of it. Similar to something like BNB. It looks the same, really, doesn't it? Not all coins, not all charts look like this. Crow does, BNB does, and you'll find that over time, these exchanges that I'm listing will most likely all look the same. stand back for a second and think about the utility that I'm speaking of. It's not rocket science. It's all to do with how many retailers are going to come into the crypto market. Are they going to continue to come in over time? And if they are, they're going to choose a variety of exchanges. They're going to discover the benefits. They're going to make use of those benefits. And the idea that we're trying to pull apart here is, what are the benefits? What is the utility? Does it make sense? Will it go up like BNB and most likely like Crow? I think the ones that I'm presenting here will all do that. So, like I say, you've got the benefits, you've got the utility of Crow, you've got the really aggressive advertising campaign. Same with FTT. They're all naming stadiums after themselves, getting celebrities to walk around in, like some kind of weird spaceship, talking about being brave and buying Crow. So over time, Crow will stand the test of time. I'm pretty sure that they're going to take the place of Coinbase, maybe even by the end of the next bull market, because Coinbase doesn't do this kind of advertising, and they have a very similar kind of platform. Really, it's early entry. Less of an exchange, more of just an investment platform, buying crypto for the first time type platform. And everybody has to buy crypto for the first time, and they might not want to go to Binance. They might not. What is this USDT you speak of? They might not want any of that. Most people don't really want the hassle or have the capacity or the ability to do all this trading. They just want to buy. They just want to buy stuff and hold it and sell it maybe years down the line. It's an investment. And like I say, this is what I'm trying to tout to you now, that buying and holding certain altcoins over a prolonged period of time might end up being your best trades. One buy, one sell. Investment sort of stuff. So Crypto.com, again, just like BNB and CHSB. Yeah, they win. Same with FTT. Look at FTT's chart here on the log scale. Held up very well in this bear market. Look at where it's come from. Look at where it's going. Recognize the utility. Recognize the size of the platform. Recognize the stadiums. Recognize all of this. It's designed to go up. It's an exchange token. The more people who come into crypto, the more people are going to flood to any one of these, all of them in their own ways. They're all going to receive new customers, and they're all going to discover the utility, and the utility is designed to make the tokens go up. Now, one of the ones that's a bit of a shit coin in itself, belongs on the lower of the exchanges, the one that's probably a little more high risk than all the others. GT token, that's your Gate.io. Buying something like this doesn't really have a great deal of benefit outside of hoping that the normal way that coins work on Gate.io have huge pumps and huge dumps. This is a much higher risk one, but I thought it would come on to I thought I'd let you know about it, just like all the other tokens. But if you are going to put into this, put less into this than the others. And the last on the list isn't actually here. I've actually got it on Bitsgap because it's KCS. If you're part of my channel, you'd know that I do the bot trading sometimes. And a few years ago, I did it with BNB, and I was earning up to 2 BNB a day. I started with $1,000, ended up with $50,000, and it's more than that now, even in this bear market. At one point, it peaked at close to $250,000. So it all started with $1,000. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. And I'm going to try and do the same thing with KCS with bot trading. It's going to be a longer haul, obviously, but KCS doesn't have any kind of staking. There's nothing to earn yield on it. Not that I know of, anyway, not that I can see. So one of the best ways to accumulate it is through the use of bot trading. Now, KuCoin does have their own bot built into KuCoin, but for some reason they've not listed anywhere near as many pairs as they could do. You can see on Bitsgap you can use all the pairs that are listed, just like you could do when you link Bitsgap to any exchange and do the same process. But this is just if you were to link KuCoin. But you link KuCoin to the to Bitsgap, and you get access to all the pairs. And all you would really think about doing is creating grid bots, really, using KCS as a trading pair. You earn KCS in the form of bot profit with all the grids that are bought and sold constantly throughout. So KCS is a big one for me because I know everybody was talking about KuCoin going into liquidation. It was stupid, completely stupid to think that would happen to an exchange like KuCoin, even if they were overexposed to Luna and all these other things. It's kind of silly to think that they would actually go down. If you look at something like Probit, if they're still alive, KuCoin's not going anywhere, trust me. One of the good things about it as well is that it's actually a weaker exchange token to all the others. If we take a look at pretty much any pair, really, you'll see that it's that the pairs generally have been snaking onwards and upwards, and the FUD has helped with all of that. You can just take your pick, really. Most of them look the same, really. They're all kind of, for the most part, weaker. The KCS is, for the most part, weaker than something that you trade against it, which basically makes it a successful long-term bot position. The idea is that when KuCoin finally comes out of the depths of despair, you will have accumulated as much KCS as possible, and you can just hold that as a spot position and let the entire investment ride. Recognise though, I'm not saying I'm doing bot trading at the moment, but I started with $1,000. I've got $2,800 now, mostly from bot trading. About 85% of those gains were just from bot trading KCS pairs and holding KCS. The reason I'm not bot trading it at the moment is because of this Ethereum situation. I'm waiting for the Ethereum merge to take place, and I want to see how altcoins perform, and then I'll start the bot trades again. And like I say, I'm not suggesting that you'll be able to make $1,000 turn into $50,000. Pretty sure that was a relatively rare event that not many people would have been able to achieve. But I think over a space of 3 years, you would be able to do something like that if you chose the bot trade KCS. So long as you are aware of how bot trading works, and it's not just a magic button that just makes you money. I mean, there is some magic to it, but it is just another style of trading. So I'm not trying to force bot trading on you there. It's simply just think about it as another form of trading. It's not magic. It's just another type of trading. So that would conclude this video. Hopefully, I've hit the message home here that all exchange tokens, the ones that I've listed anyway, have some form of utility. Some more than others. So Crypto.com, Binance, and SwissBorg way more than the others. But KCS and GT token also I would put into that category as well. Exchange tokens, exchange tokens, exchange tokens. Buy, hold, stake where possible. Leave them for the duration of the bull market. You will most likely be grateful that you have done that, and you just got to ride the waves. So long as more retailers come into the market, so long as more money comes into the market, they'll choose all kinds of different exchanges, and hopefully you'll be sitting in these exchange tokens from a much lower level than they would. And by the peak of the bull market, I would expect to see things like KC up, up like 50%, 50%. You'd hope, wouldn't you? 50x, SwissBorg, similar type vibe. Crypto.com, same sort of thing. I'm looking for really big gains. I'm basically looking for the outperformance of not just Bitcoin but most altcoins as well, because of the nature of what they are, what they do, and the yield that you can accumulate on them if you stake them. Right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.